Yeah, I think when people ask for explainability, a lot of the time they want agency. They want the ability
Yes.
to modify the outcome on their own, based on their own sensibilities.
Yep. No, I
Not
mean
always.
that's exactly what options traders wanted, right? When I was working with them, it was like, how do I decide for myself if this is a good price based on what I've seen and how markets are supposed to work? Not that any of that's meaningful, but they felt that it was, so they wanted that level of control.
One of the things that I always get, caught on in this area, the famous psych experiment with the bank tellers and the thermostats around the potency of the feeling of control, even absent of real control. And for folks that aren't aware, they basically took a bunch of bank tellers in their little cubicle things where they talk to folks, and everyone's complaining horribly about the temperature. It's uncomfortable and sweaty all day long. So they give everyone a thermostat, put the thermostat on their wall. You can set the thermostat to whatever temperature you like. At the end of the day, everyone loves it. Everyone's like, oh, this is so great. Thank you so much for fixing the HVAC system. Only they didn't. They just put a thermostat on everyone's wall and they could just set the temperature and that was it. But it made them feel better. And I think that's kind of one of the, I think looking back to the distinction that NIST makes between explainability and interpretability, I think that's actually part of it, right? Because it's very easy to give someone almost this false control pane. Right? It's really easy to show someone feature vectors, right? And be like, oh, well, you can change this 0.8 to a 0.9. It really feels like control, right? And you ship it and then it breaks and you're like, oh, well, actually, probably that's not how I should have done it. This didn't actually work. Maybe it's not real control. Or maybe, frankly, you change that and it does nothing, right? And those are both kind of equally likely, but it gives you this thermostat on the wall to kind of jab around with, right?